ever looked at somebody else and just feel so bad for yourself because you're looking at other people around you and they seem to be so much more successful than you are and so much further along, and it makes you feel awful about yourself because you're not far enough along and you're not where you want to be. Hi, I'm Jacqueline and welcome. We at Joyful Living Mindset are so excited that you're here because we believe that you can be wildly successful without compromising your peace of mind or happiness. And we're here to help you navigate that journey and succeed on your terms. So I was talking to a friend and client of mine earlier this morning, and her scenario was just exactly that. We were just catching up, and I asked her, what's new and exciting in your life lately and since we last talked? And she said, Jacqueline, I'm going to be perfectly honest, it's that there really hasn't been that much excitement going on in my life lately. I'm looking around and it seems like everybody else, like there's lots of excitement going on. They have all these successes going on in their life, and I just look at myself and I'm not where I want to be. I'm not far along enough, and I just am feeling and beating myself up for it. And I look at her situation, and I shared with her as well. It's like I've been where she is so many times in my life, and it's a constantly, right? And every time I revisit that place, I have to really ground myself in three things. And I shared with her what those three things are that I often use to help me get out of that rut, get out of that comparison-itis of beating myself up, feeling down on myself, and getting myself out of that rut and progress myself along my path of success. So the three things that my go-to that I often lean on when I'm in that place is, one is reminding myself that I don't know everyone's story. I don't know the full picture. I may look at someone and on the surface look at, wow, look at all the great things that they're doing and they have going on. They're so successful. But one, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I don't know what it took for them to get there, how long it took for them to get there, all the struggles that they had to overcome and experience, similar to what I'm dealing with right now, to get to where they are right now, right? And so I don't, just constantly reminding that we don't often know what's really going on, how long they've been there, what they had to go through, and what other struggles that they might be going through, other aspects that they're struggling with that we may not be struggling with, right? And so we really need to look at the complete picture and realize that what we just see on the surface, there's more that meets the eye, right? Second is that we have to remind ourselves and re-ground ourselves in our own terms of success. If we are not clear and grounded and connected to what success looks like and feels like and is like for us, then it's very easy for us to be caught up and chasing after someone else's terms or idea of success. And then you look at them, it's just like, wow, why are they so much more successful than I am? And I'm not further along enough. And it's because they're very clear on what their terms of success is. And so they're putting 100%, 1000% of their time, energy, and resources behind that to pursue that, right? And so it's very easy for us to get caught up and looking at them just like, wow, they're so much more further along and so much more successful than I am, right? But we have to stop and ask, it's like, what is our terms of success? And so we have to, one, take time to define what our terms of success are. And two, to constantly remind ourselves of it. over and over and over and over again, especially when we're in this rut, so that we're not chasing after the wrong thing and we're not comparing ourselves and our progress to somebody else's terms and progress of success, right? We've got to make sure that we are comparing apples to apples and regrounding ourselves. And honestly, from my experience, 9.9 times out of 10, when I do that, I always find that, wow, I am so much more successful than I ever give myself credit for. And it just really helps me to bounce right back up. Okay. And then third is to go back and reconnect with the younger version of ourselves and remind her and assure her that it's okay, that we're okay, and to invite her and take her along with us as we progress further and move on our path of success. Because oftentimes the younger version of ourselves is holding on to parts of us that still needs healing, parts of us that still needs a work on shifting our mindset and shifting our perspective on, so that we can overcome that fear, that self-doubt, that imposter syndrome, and that inner critic of saying that, you know, it's never going to work, or that no one's ever going to listen to us, or that we don't really matter, right? So we have to go back and remind our younger self and assure him or her that it's okay. We're okay, and look at all the progress that we're making. Look how far we've come, and it's okay to come with me and take him or her with us as we progress onto our further along our path of success. So those are my 3 go-to kind of tips that for me to kind of pick myself back up and get myself out of that rut and that space of comparing myself to other success and beating myself up over like, why am I not further along, or that I feel like, so the more I see other people around me successful, the more sad and disappointed and discouraged I feel about my own progress, because I'm not where I'm supposed to be. And so those are the 3 simple things that I do to just pick myself back up and get myself out of that rut, right? And it's just really reminding myself that I don't know the full picture of everyone's story. So it's not fair for me to just judge and compare my progress with somebody else's progress, because 1, I don't know the full story, and 2, I need to be grounded and comparing myself with my own terms of success, not somebody else's terms of success, right? So I got to compare apples to apples from that perspective. And 3 is to make sure to, from time to time, check back in with my younger self and remind myself and assure my younger self that we're okay, we're doing great, we're exactly where we need to be, and look how far along we've come, and that it's okay for us to continue on this journey and progress further along our path of success. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or comments or any clarification on anything. I'll be happy to support you further there. Until next time, thanks so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next episode. Bye for now.